Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network as we bring you WWE NXT tonight. Our last live stream, live reaction, watch party, whatever you want to call it. It's our last one of 2025. Happy to be back at it again. Hopefully, everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe as I chew on my tongue. But get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show, be a part of the fun. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. That's better. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight. Looking forward to it. We are the channel that watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there, and happy to be doing it as we wrap up 2025, a record-breaking year for this channel, and we are happy to do it one more time and get ready for 2026. But with all that being said, I hope everyone's enjoying their holidays. You're feeling good. You're feeling safe. You're feeling happy. But me and that pretty face is going to take you through NXT tonight. Remember, no spoilers. Nick's watching on CW. I have no clue what the hell happened on this show, so no stress about that, about spoilers. But
Right.
you get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. And if you don't know who we are, well, I'm Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. Yes, it's the last live stream of 2025, the last WWE show of 2025. And could it be the last show for some of these NXT talents, sir?
It could be. I mean, a lot of talk about transition, a lot of talk about title change, a lot of talk about where things stand going into 2026. Are guys like Oba going to end up on the main roster? Where does Trick stand? You know, we got a new U.S. champion. I know somebody that could answer that U.S. title shout out real quick. So, yeah, I mean, again, interesting times going into 2026 and optimistic times, I would imagine, Nick.
Well, yeah, we had the Oba tease from last night on Raw. Trick's been backstage on both shows, kind of working the GMs against each other. Now we've got the rumor that Joe Hendry is going to go to SmackDown with them going on the 3 hours because we've got Joe Hendry New Year's Eve concert. So everyone that was real happy about the Christmas concert, I'm sure is going to be real happy about this concert too.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be real. At the end of the day, it's fun. People need to learn to have fun. That is part of our New Year's resolution around here.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can let us know, what are your wrestling New Year's resolutions? It's have a little fun. Enjoy the fun stuff. Too many people out there just hate all the fun. All the Scrooges, all the Grinches got together and watched wrestling. The fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Or why are we doing this?
Well, I know we don't have the Scrooges and the Grinches in our chat. Should we say hi to the people as we got 10 minutes before NXT kicks off?
We can definitely do that, sir. As what I want to start with somebody first, actually, and then we can roll from there. But shout out, I see Sean Reed. There you go. Giver of gifts, Mr. Bradley, jumping in there again, gifting 5 memberships. Not positive why. Maybe it has to do with Mr. Reed winning the fantasy football. Maybe that's what it is. I don't see if he made a note.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet, but I know just everybody's out there calling Bradley the man because he's absolutely out there giving all the gifts out there. And everyone's reminding him, like, Christmas was last week, bro. But yeah, I'm sure it's probably because of Sean Reed winning the fantasy football league, as he even's got a super chat or becoming a member for 8 months. Just call me the final bosses.
Let's go.
And CEO of Slap You. Yeah, the crash out was real for the final boss in our fantasy football group chat.
Yeah, the final boss melted down. But at the end of the day, big shout out to Reader. Guy finishes 9-5, middle of the pack, and goes on a hot run. He was a heater. He smashed me late in the season too, so we kind of knew he was rolling. But he takes down 11-2. The 11-2 regular season winner gets dusted in the championship. So shout out to everybody that participated. It's getting bigger each year, so thank you for that. And shout out to Sean, our new champ.
Yeah. Reader on a heater. How fitting. But yeah, we had 16 teams this year. It's getting almost too big for a Yahoo single league.
Yeah, we're gonna have to double up. We'll see.
Right. But speaking of top in the chat, or speaking of the chat, the top three from last night, Spaz, Damian, Bradley, as again, the super chats, the super stickers help you get those lovely points. If that's your free crown, we don't even keep track of it. YouTube does. So get your points today.
Absolutely.
But Zach, what up? National Bacon Day, KJ and Nick. How fitting. We have the Bacon Club and it's National Bacon Day.
Right, my day. I love it. That's a good day.
Mr. Stormy, on December 30th, 1967, the Beatles secured their 15th number one hit. Hello, goodbye.
Hello.
You say goodbye, and I say hello, hello, hello.
Good stuff.
Kevin, what up? Eric, bringing up like what we talked about of could this be the last NXT show for a couple people like Javon, Jordan Grace, maybe Joe Henry's rumored to go up to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how that is going to look. Is that how they're going to play it? Who moves up? I don't know about Jordan. I don't yet. But a lot of talk about Oba. Javon, we saw him again on Raw last night. He's all but ready. So
Ethan move up.
Ethan's so close. I think Ethan would help SmackDown. I think Ethan working with Chelsea is good shit. Yeah, why not? But again, you can't gut NXT.
Right, but I mean, he's defending the title tonight against Moose. Would it be interesting if now
he loses?
A TNA superstar holds an NXT belt?
Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting. I like it when it happens. It hasn't happened a lot, but let's get it. Moose is a great guy. Moose is a good guy. If he took that belt, Paige throws a temper tantrum, and maybe he does move on, and someone else has to go get that belt back. And then there's also the idea that, Ricky out there, could he chase Javon to the main roster? If Javon's heading to the main roster, was Ricky ready? We didn't expect him to lose his belt. So what does this mean? We'll see, man. A lot of good questions.
Right. But Clay, what up? Sean Reed, always pumped for NXT. Let's go. Damian, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Ken, happy Tuesday, gents and ladies. Let's go, Javon. Simone, breaking news, TK, to introduce the AEW Intergender Trios belts called the Menage A Trios Championship.
Do you mean the thruple title? I feel like it's the thruple title.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That seems very much like a Tony Storm promo. She'd be putting over the thruples belts. It'd be her, Juice Robinson, and Mina Shirakawa.
Let's go. Wouldn't shock me.
Well, I'll let you. Well, as you taking a sip, I shouldn't have waited. But you can read off your favorite name.
Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, back at it again. How you doing? See a whole bunch of people. What's up, MDB?
Cincy Dad. I think that's Andy Bolger, but now because YouTube's changed all their fucking algorithm shit. But yeah.
Andy.
Brandon out there on Twitch mentioning Stephon Diggs. Yeah. It's a bad day to be a Diggs brother. Trayvon Diggs gets released from the Cowboys, and Stephon gets caught up with serious criminal charges.
Yeah, not a good day. Not a good day, my guy.
As a former Bill who now plays for the Patriots, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you had too many fond things to say about him earlier this year, but
no.
Yeah, good for him. Oops.
Gee, Kaiju Warrior, what up? Bradley, let's party. Sean Reed's congratulations. So there you go. Bradley's follow-up is it was because of the championship win. Jose, did someone say fun becoming a member for 7 months? I like how everyone's memberships are all coming up at the end of the year, so they all got to renew now.
Let's go. And reader, send the channel a DM on Insta or on X, please.
There you go.
That's it.
But Trevon can go anywhere now. Well, no, he's got to pass through waivers, and then he becomes a free agent.
Yeah.
It's a whole weird thing. Ava is good with scissors. Y'all know this. MDB. Cheese them.
Those are clippers.
Scissor me timbers.
That's not scissors. Those are
A
fucking
Moose versus a Canadian, a tale as old as time.
right. It's not the first Moose versus Canadian battle, and the Moose have done very well in the past. They're a hard opponent. We're very concerned as the Canadians taking on the Moose tonight.
Right. Vance, did anyone in here see the good Monday night game last night? I think a small section of us and the chat were very much paying attention to that Monday night football game, especially that last catch by Puka Nacua. That wasn't a catch.
Down to the wire.
Everyone was hating Puka Nacua, and we're not even NFL referees.
Right. Crazy. And the name itself, just, gotta catch them all, bud.
I want to be the best.
Right. I got a Puka Nacua. Let's go.
A Nuka-Cola. Duke Nukem.
Let's go.
Nisho, what up? Did you see if I missed anybody, sir?
I got most Dale the OG's in there somewhere. I think Safit, Brandon, we got MDB. Shout out as always, Jose, Safit again. We are about we're a couple minutes away. I saw a clip of Ava wrestling. Oof. Yeah, she used to be in a faction.
In the Schism with Joe Gacy.
Oof. Sean is humble as hell.
Explaining how they were trying to do her like Rhea Ripley in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't go off.
Not quite.
We'll throw it out there to everybody. We are going to be live Sunday. We have our bold predictions for 2026. Tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Myself, Nick, who knows who else be kicking around. And we're going to get into what we think could happen in 2026. We did this. It was a lot of fun last year. Show up, show out. Let us know what you predict for 2026 and what could be an insane year in wrestling, as it has been for the last couple, for sure.
Well, the landscape, I think, has officially shifted between Warner Brothers potentially being up for sale, WWE, the TKO. We're now into, year 2, year 3, maybe, of the purchase. And now TNA has got a TV deal. Pro wrestling just continues to grow. And so 2026 is going to get real interesting, I think.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And I know a lot of people weren't happy with any wrestling this year. There was a lot of content creators out there, especially, didn't like any wrestling. AEW shot the bed. They don't do anything right. WWE's boring. What are they doing? So wrestling as a whole, to certain people, poop the sheets across the board. So if that's the way people feel, that's fine. You're allowed. But let's hope that 2026 has a little more of that snap. We can buy back into it. There's less discontent out there. And maybe the fans can soften a little and, put down their pitchforks.
Bounce back year of wrestling's only good on the even years, not the odd years.
Maybe. That's the old, every second year we're good to go.
Well, that's why it kind of does feel like it needs to be that a little bit. I know there was still plenty to like in 2025, but I think because 2024 was so good, it was always going to be a letdown this year.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, in a lot of ways. And we see it in all aspects of entertainment. We see it in all aspects of sport. You get a banger playoff, then the next season, the playoffs a bit lackluster, not very, twisty turny. I mean, again, it is part of the journey. I didn't think either company was a throwaway year. I thought 2025 was better for AEW than it was than 24. WWE might have actually dipped a little. So, I mean, again, we need to, we'd like to see everyone push out strong. And I think Tony Khan's got a lot of potential there if he just finds a way to utilize it.
The pack's gotten a lot closer. Now we're going to see who pulls out. Pause. As I've got forever after then and all of that on my screen.
Yeah, I got hold tight Canadian boy.
Fair enough. I got together. Well, at least for the people watching, they can sync up with me as Kid has got the Netflix, so he'll join us at some point, it seems. But I got Ricky Saints backstage. Bold prediction. Nick becomes a Dark State fan. Not no way, not no how. I got told I couldn't even be a Wendy Chu fan now because she's not spooky anymore because stay on that side.
She's not spooky. She's getting serious, and that lady can wrestle. I know that lady can wrestle, so we'll see. I don't think Nick's coming over to the Dark State, though he kind of liked the Schism, so I'm confused.
Shut up, you. No one remembers that.
Right?
Ooh. Ronan and just 7 days away from New Year's Evil, but for now.
Yeah, the next live NXT is next week. So they got a couple weeks off from taping.
Right, but I'm starting off with Moose right now.
Moose.
I was trying to find MDB's thing because he's like, oh, come on, Ava's dad's The Rock. She's good with scissors. It writes itself, my guys. But yes, folks, let us know who you got for this. No spoilers. I'm still going to ask because I haven't heard a single spoiler about none of this. So
no, I actually haven't.
Yeah. But who you got, Moose or Ethan Page?
I'm going to go Ethan. I got to stay loyal to the red and white, my guy.
I just wonder if they'll do something with Moose. Moose seems like another guy that's just going to end up crossing the line. Like, he's the Chris Jericho of TNA, a guy that you thought had the longest, like literally signed the longest contract in that company's history,
right?
That you thought would never cross the lines, but you feel like he's getting closer and closer to being more a WWE guy than a TNA guy.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, I think there's, TNA is going to be very, keen on keeping some big talent around. Moose is locked in, as I do believe, for a little while. As you said, he signed that long-term contract. He will be a guy that you build this around, but maybe it sets up like, Ethan Page Moose rematch on the first ever TNA Impact on AMC. Maybe that's what it is. There's going to be that working relationship to still help bring viewers. They want this to be a success.
Well, yeah, but does Ethan need to drop the NXT title to go up to the main roster?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I just don't know, again, if is now the time. And then what do you do with Moose? So we'll see.
Right. I have to admit, I liked Retribution. Sad.
Man, Retribution had so much potential. It was just poorly delivered and not booked well and didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Had shitty masks too.
Shitty masks.
Soffit saying, don't forget we got GCW Do or Die show tomorrow night.
Oh, we forgot. No, we didn't. We won't be here.
Well, we might watch it, just not with y'all.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's it's New Year's Eve. We got other plans. The channel will be live again. Tune in, say hello to everybody. Let us know what's going on in GCW.
Right. Oh, Ego, Ethan Page, retain. I'm assuming that's a Canadian flag.
That is a Canadian flag. Yes, yeah. Let's go.
Oh, as he's instantly jumping this man.
Good plan.
Well, Moose clearly the bigger guy, and I feel like they've obviously got to have a bit of history from when Ethan was in TNA beforehand.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there is history there, right? They have crossed paths. So,
well, that's why maybe, like you said, with Ethan Page showing up on the first ever live TNA on AMC, Ethan's got a tie-in to of the history of TNA.
Yeah, 100%. So maybe that is partly what they're thinking here. Goes full circle. Or maybe it's a case of does Ethan find a way to steal a win here, and they run it back because Moose is pissed off and they do it. I don't know. I'm really curious, but I like both these guys a lot.
That was clever as shit, though, right there. So Ethan Page just baited and goaded Moose going into for a spear and completely hopped up onto the apron, like sideways, while Moose just ran right into the steps.
Moose spears the stairs.
Yeah, it was a super athletic move from Page to get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be a good match. I believe so. Spear, Cherokee, Moose. There, you can read Spaz's $5.
5 bones in the bank. Hot take. Ethan Page is a Dirty Dom level success story of NXT. Also, congrats to Dirty Dom. No need for surgery and due back for Rumble. Ethan Page is proving to everybody, if you give me time, I will do what I said I can do. And I think he's delivered. I think all year long he's delivered in and out of the ring. phenomenal heel, just a guy that couldn't get the spotlight in his previous company. And I think he's going to do great things for a little while now.
Oh, absolutely. Has like almost being around the Vision kind of levels with him right now. Like he's really hit his stride. He's a potential, I think, for our end of the year Golden KJs, as I don't even know if you have it yet, but I'm already in commercial break right now. But so where
That's
Ethan
hilarious.
Page could be a breakout superstar of 2025. Could be a contender for that.
I agree, man. I think he had a phenomenal year. And I mean, we all knew he had the potential. We knew what he did in TNA. So it wasn't really, until we saw him in here to kind of get back to that, even close to what he had in TNA, and kind of grow from there and be better than he used to be. It's good stuff. I mean, it's a valid case, a valid argument to make for him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Does Ethan Page do a Rumble appearance next year?
Could, but remember, there might be a long list of people that want to make those, Oba, and we're talking about some other names that have been out. So we'll see. I mean, how deep do they go?
Well, and also it's going to be in Saudi, so you're going to want probably more of your legendary callbacks. They're just there for the Rumble for a one night pop.
Yeah, perhaps that is true. Saudi does put that kind of to a greater degree. Like we might get to Tonka.
Is he even still kicking right now? I think we might get a Haku.
Right? Like shit. Where's Yoko? Let's go.
Oh, Jesus. Remember that fucking story from the first show in Saudi? They wanted Yoko, and it's like that. He's been dead for 8 years.
Right? Cross him off the list then.
Yes. Have you heard this? Because Sean's asking this, and I haven't heard this. Is EP really related to Cowboy? I took me a minute with the fucking joke. Page and Page, damn it. I hate you.
Same name, different fathers.
Yeah. I'm predicting a new NXT North American champion, Moose.
Ooh. Wesley. Big, bold prediction.
I became an Ethan Page fan because of his YouTube channel, funny enough.
Yeah.
He's got that personality. He's very much like a Zack Ryder, a Matt Cardona vibe of will always be pulled himself up by his own bootstraps kind of guy.
Yeah, and I think he talks well enough that he can get through it. A lot of guys do that, or you'll see guys go on podcasts and talk about, I never got a fair shake. I never got a chance. And, I think at the end of the day, guys like Ethan are the ones that just kept to the grind and knew that, if you give me a microphone, if you put me in the ring, I'll do what I need to do. And I think he's lived up to the billing. He bet on himself. Him coming over to WWE was great, and I think it's opened up so many avenues for him right now.
Is it fitting, though, that him and Saints both ended up over here, and they're both kind of known as Cody guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. And I mean, we're going to see a lot of those, you're friends, I'm friends, we're friends kind of thing.
Well, now with Jericho showing up, do you get, who do you get that jumps because of Jericho, if we're even going to get that way?
I don't even know what to begin to think with the Jericho thing. I really don't.
Right. KJ has a voice for auto-tune, bro.
Like currently, or am I just?
I was going to say, Nick sounds hilarious in auto-tune. Are we auto-tuning out right now? Are we T-paining too much?
Right.
Fuck you, Jose.
Kiss my dick.
Whoa, now.
It's not very nice.
With all these names coming up in WWE, that means a lot of people may be out pre-Sheamus or even LA Knight on chopping block. I don't know. I think because SmackDown's going to go to 3 hours, you need to expand it a bit. You might get more people that go from main roster back down to NXT, like how Corbin did before, all of that.
Yeah. And I said it last night when we were talking about kind of this idea or this topic a little bit, is you do need some people that aren't your main event guy. A Sheamus is a good guy. A Miz is a good guy. Ray still got value, because not everybody can be your main eventers. Not everybody can be at the top of the card. You need lower mid card. You need guys to put guys over without it really fucking up their run. LA on the chopping block, I don't know, unless they just think,
no,
LA's too old and we're going to move on from him?
He and this is going to probably come up again in our 2026 videos. I'm back in the action of I've got Moose and Paige trading shots in the center of the ring. LA Knight's about to be pretty much their kind of version of a Stone Cold, of that, you know, come in, try and kick ass and take no names and probably be more anti-authority. Get it, excuse me, a little shooty shoot, brother.
Right. Yeah, I think LA's got they were adding more and more to his vibe of feeling like, you know, pissed off, frustrated, you know, becoming that
Eli Drake.
justified heel. Yeah. Yeah. Dummy.
Yeah. MDB, y'all are auto-tuned because I'm auto-tuning y'all accidentally. Oh, because my microphone is picking up the stream. So it's like, shorty, I'm in love with the stripper.
Right.
Two count. On some Jack Perry shit, but Ethan right now in control of Moose. Moose trying to hook up, fire up.
Right.
This is the thing, is Moose is the baby face in this situation, when Anthony's gonna probably correct me in the chat because we said his name, so he'll show up. He's like the Joe Hendry of the chat right now.
Right.
That Moose is the heel in TNA because he's part of the system. But
no, but they've been babyface.
And what?
They've been babyface for a hot minute. They flipped. They've been good.
Edwards is always a heel to me.
Right, it's true. I mean, Alicia Edwards is hard to argue, but I believe, and Anthony can jump in if he can hear us. I'm pretty sure they were running babyface for a hot minute.
I think because of the Dango thing, yeah.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Oh, spear through the barricade.
Like some butter on your moose. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna
hit you with a pause on that. So yeah,
I'll be right back.
KJ taking a pause for the cause after hitting us with that butter. Pause on that. Sammy Guevara, maybe? Ooh, that's not a terrible shout, actually. I mean, man's relegated to Ring of Honor because Monet is the golden goose of that company for the women's division. So he's not going to show up on Dynamite anytime fucking soon. Spear for Moose. 1, 2. Foot on the rope. So close as Ethan gets his foot on the rope. Ava Rain. Spaz with a $5 super chat. In 2026, I want Mike Santana versus Sammy Guevara for the NXT title. Woo! Ooh, spicy meatballs right there. And I hate to say, that might be, I feel it's too off kilter with that. As they've got NXT year-end awards up on the screens. Oh, Moose setting up for the spear again. And then takes a backdrop on the steps that he get speared before. It's hit the same damn thing, got the same damn result. Like he was in 2023. Big WWE Queen. I'm here now. Restful shout out. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jose, you got where I was going. If we're going to sound out here auto-tune, I'm going to be doing my best T-Pain, which actually a lot of people, and I've become a bigger fan of T-Pain the older I've gotten, respectfully, because now he does the streaming content and everything, and he's more outside of the music. I think he's an entertaining human being. But a lot of people don't realize he could actually sing and shit. It wasn't just auto-tune as Ethan gets the 1, 2, 3. So Moose was ever so close, but that one damn corner and that one set of ring steps just constantly kept screwing him over. Rona, what up? 2 count again. Yes. Already got that. Michael, bold prediction. Camille comes back and beats Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. Interesting. I'd be interesting to see where we see Camille, if we see Camille in 2026. I feel like a lot of people have forgotten that Camille was even a thing, honestly. Yeah, those stairs moves up. He sat there and He spears into him the first time trying to get at Ethan. And then as he's out there with one arm hanging, turns around and ends up beating a back body drop onto him. So Ethan still your reigning, defending NXT North American champion, your double champ right now. And he might be a guy, like KJ had said before, of you don't want to completely rob the cupboards bare, which maybe if I get a commercial here at some point, we can talk about the Yoda Tsuji quote and discussion and everything about how he feels with AEW's partnership with New Japan, but we'll see about that. But yeah, so NXT Male Superstar of the Year, Javon Evans. T-Pain is an enigma. He makes great music. He's funny, but he's a jerk. He's a jerk. How is he a jerk? Jerk chicken? What? T-Pain's story is actually really interesting. Going on a T-Pain tangent, yeah. No, I like seeing him on even Drink Champs. I still will constantly, and I know we clearly make reaction content as we're reacting to NXT right now, as also they're showing the nominees for NXT Male Superstar of the Year. So you have Javon, Ricky Saints, Trick Williams. So you can let us know, folks, who you got for your NXT Male Superstar of the Year. But yeah, I'll still listen to or watch his reaction to Kendrick's halftime performance at the Super Bowl. Is Trick NXT Male Superstar of the Year or TNA Male Superstar of the Year? I say that because I too have told, okay, you can have that, I guess. MDB, get out of here. You're a gem. Oh, you're a little pearl. And Ethan Page. So Ethan Page, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Ricky Saints are your 4 nominees for NXT Male Superstar. Oh, and Oba. So we're getting 5. Yeah, and it's Oba took a bit of time off, but I mean, he was out there all the way through Stand and Deliver. So he was dominating until he dropped it to Saints. Who do you think is going to the main roster from NXT in 2026? Trick for sure. Probably Joe. I want to say Oba, but it's so Javon wins. Javon is your NXT Male Superstar of the Year for their year-end awards, but Oba has to either give up or relinquish the NXT title at some point. So that's, I think, going to be the holdup of him going up to the main roster, like with Ethan Page retaining the North American Championship tonight. He's not going to go up as NXT champion, I don't think. NXT Male Javon Evans. Oh, I already got that. Got that one. Just want to know 1-0 for crying out loud. But Javon's a guy, too, that I don't think will be in NXT too much through 2026. We've seen him do so much already on the main roster, from being on Saturday's Main Event, etc., that I think that it's going to be real interesting how long he's actually in NXT. Javon is going to be a star. Absolutely, absolutely. Hi, I'm Javon Evans. Dirt to Deep Dirt. Oh, for crying out loud, Paul. I don't know if KJ wants to go back on Dirt to Deep Dirt.
Too funny. As I do have it finally. I'm not sure what you have on screen right now.
I have Izzy right now walking away from the culling as we go to commercial break for WrestleMania. The ladies advertising for WrestleMania.
Okay, when you come back from break, let me know. I got Ren and somebody got beat up.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, we're supposed to be getting JC Jane versus Ren Sinclair, so it was probably maybe Kendall Gray.
Yeah, probably.
Just guessing.
Let's go.
So, well, no, I talked about this while you were on your pause. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you about the New Japan thing.
Yeah, no, because I saw it and I wanted to like confirm fully that it was a quote and it wasn't somebody just pulling words out of his ass or anything for him. But yeah, so Yota Tsuji, the other half of the IWGP World Champion, because New Japan, like every other fucking company now in pro wrestling, has 2 world champs. But Yota Tsuji, they're kind of young up and comer. Their next big top guy openly spoke out against the AEW partnership with New Japan. This is a quote, direct quote. I don't want to lose to AEW. I don't like AEW. In all honesty, with the relationship between us the way it is, I'd like us to cut ties with them.
Right? Crazy. Now, what do the fans say about that? How do the fans respond to that? Is this just another hater, another Fed drone? What's the excuse here?
No, this is 100%. We've talked about it. Of Tony's robbed New Japan blind with this whole thing. There is nothing that's come out of this that's benefited New Japan.
Everything that people are pre-mad about WWE doing to TNA, Tony did to Ring of Honor and New Japan. People don't realize it. Like, Tony Vince McMahon Ring of Honor and then bought it. Like, he legit did the whole Vince. Like, stole their talent when they couldn't compete, bought them.
Yeah, but now it's even worse though with the, well, I wouldn't say worse, but with the New Japan thing. Everybody wants to talk about the, WWE TNA partnership, the AEW TNA partnership. Tony's blatantly just ripped New Japan off with this whole arrangement. He's proceeded to just take their top talent, give nothing back to them outside of they get exposure on a Forbidden Door pay-per-view where most of their talent go under his talent. Gabe Kidd's can huge draw in New Japan and is Death Rider number 6 in AEW.
Yeah, and he's just taking L's to Darby. He's, he shows up. He does a little something, like a little, I don't know, even like a mercenary a little bit, but kind of a feckless one maybe. And then he's gone again. And you're like, okay.
They had to pull him from the G1 because he was doing stuff with AEW.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I think the interesting part about this whole dynamic is, like, Tony did it with a smile. Like, oh, we're friends. We love working together. And the whole time he's just, thank you for this guy. Thank you for that guy.
A little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper.
It's interesting, man. It really is.
Right. Yes, I'm still in commercial. But yeah, at this point, you can't deny that because that's coming from direct New Japan talent, like top guy in the company. That's not, somebody outside from a 10,000, foot glance, weighing in on it. This is someone literally, this is literally someone on the front lines that's saying, yeah, I don't want to put over AEW guys anymore because they're not scratching our back, so I'm not going to scratch theirs.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, I believe that, with this relationship, you haven't seen a whole lot of like going back the other way, and you'll get to certain guys for a moment, but even then when you do Forbidden Door, it's not the best of matchups. It's not what it used to be. To me, Forbidden Door should be once every 2-3 years. Make it very forbidden. Make it very special. I think you're forcing it every year now. Like in the last Forbidden Door, same thing. There was more just AEW versus AEW matches than there were anything else.
Right. As now I have the advertisement for Montreal SmackDown Friday, January 23rd, and Saturday's main event, January 24th in Montreal. Oh, now we're in the back. Somebody got attacked. Yeah,
Kendall. Great. Help!
You must have slipped, fell, and bumped your head.
Right? Is he going to have a big 2026, man? He's gearing up.
Women's champ in NXT 2026?
Yeah, I could see that. Unless she skips it.
I don't know if she could. That's the thing is if she skips it, you go to the mid card at most, I think, on the main roster.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, Izzy's out here cutting a promo right now. Do we get to see Chainsaw Charlie Tatum show up again?
I hope so. That was amazing. Chainsaw Charlie Tatum. Well played. Too funny.
Shout out to anyone who gets the WWE tie-in of Chainsaw Charlie.
I like it. She needs the pantyhose on the head.
that was always such a fucking 90s, 80s thing of that would be your fucking disguise of just some nylons on your goddamn face. And it's just still your face, just mushed. Like, why did anyone think that would actually be a disguise?
Javon just needs to control his excitement when he talks. Just talk a little bit slower. Again, I think that's not a bad assessment. I think there's some things, even in his wrestling sometimes, of like, slow down, kid. Let him have a moment. He's just so amped up. But it also makes him kind of fun. But yeah, we're going to see him grow, get better. His psychology will get better. His promo will get... But he's so comfortable now. It's great to see.
All I'm going to say is can relate. Can relate. But
we want Tatum.
Oh. She has like this.
We got Tatum.
Oh, I don't have Tatum.
Okay.
I was saying, Izzy cutting right to the fucking camera. Now I have the music. But Izzy going right down the camera lens and everything was just fucking perfect.
Oh, 100%.
Out right now.
No, Izzy's been good. And Izzy's only getting better. And Paxley had a great year. She's one of the better ones in NXT in 2025. Like, she had a really good year.
Another potential breakout women's wrestler of the year?
In NXT, I think so. I do, for sure.
Not overall?
Maybe. Cusp.
Well, at least contendership is more.
For sure.
Spaz is out here with a $10 super chat. For the WFU year-end awards, I nominate WFLN. The WFLN has been the best wrestling network that has ever Wrestling for Life. They are Wrestling for Life of the year. Also, I should be dropping a big 2026 January preview tomorrow.
Nice.
That was a lot to say our own name.
Right. A lot. Spaz, thank you so much. Appreciate the love. I agree with everything you said. And go check out our buddy Spaz.
We're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. With a Bret Hart of podcasting out here.
Right.
We're just bitter and still hate Goldberg.
Still hate him. Let's go. Bret the Hate Man Hart.
Yeah. He's got hate in his heart for fucking sure.
Right. And Tatum's gotten so good on the mic.
Are you surprised out of her, Shotzi, Priscilla Kelly, Gigi, she's the one that survived?
A little bit. Again,
not
especially
to be
at the
rude,
time.
but yeah.
She was definitely lower on the totem pole, felt less experienced. But she is like, look at the reaction.
This will be a match on New Year's Eve. Well, you're going to have a step match probably between these two at New Year's Eve.
For sure. I'm here to end this for good. Blow off. Pause.
Softcore country. Don't tempt me with that. That'll be a thing in 2026.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I've been saying it for 3 years now. Sam here too. Cody Hill. Yeah, Cody the Turn Heel. Not to get into wrestlers' personal lives, but are Izzy and Braun still together? I thought that was a thing at one point.
Yes, as far as I know currently, but I'd try not to pay attention too much.
I know I got my own personal life, so I don't care about their personal lives. But I was gonna, well, just it's one of those. I'm looking at her and I'm getting a lot of that same kind of like that Braun Breaker promo, which him versus Punk last night was fucking phenomenal.
Right? It really was.
Does Breaker win on the 5th?
I say yes.
We can talk about that later. It's still up in the air because, like, what do you do with Gunther after that? Like, where do you go past that?
I don't know. I mean, again, if you have Gunther focus on guys like AJ and Brock, he doesn't really need to fuck with the title right now, and he can kind of continue beating up on like other legends. AJ just lost the tag titles. Does that free him up to do, go out, have his Gunther moment?
But you had Gunther and Punk interact for a little bit, and who's the next one that Braun faces for the belt?
Braun, it would be very interesting how they set it up. Do you bring in like a Sammy to go after Braun just to take the L? Sammy, Paxley.
That's such a tall gal. Like
She almost hit her foot.
It looks a little clump because she's like literally just flipping through it because her feet are touching.
Yeah, I think Izzy's in trouble though now. I mean, sorry, Tatum. Tatum going over right now. Does that mean trouble for later?
Laws of wrestling. He or she who goes over on the go home show goes under on the pay-per-view. As I've got a Hank and Tank progressive package for tag team of the year. So they're doing
tag team of the year award. Right? I mean, in a shallow division, FTR, Hank and Tank. Who else had a really AJ Lee, yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Do we count Charlotte and Alexa? You know,
I think you'd almost get more into a women's tag team would win it more.
You might have to. I mean, it might be a fair
argument. Babes of Wrath.
Right. But Sports Illustrated said.
It's not just us saying it. Sports Illustrated says it too.
Right.
AJ is losing for his retirement in 2026. I can't wait to see the outcome of this.
That's what I mean. Are you setting up AJ to get retired by Gunther? Does Gunther go around?
Yeah, that's going to happen at some point. Again, I'm more of saying, what do you have Braun do after? Like, it's a really cool moment of Braun wins. I just wonder what the follow-up, what's next week look like.
More Punk. I think it becomes Braun and
you
Punk.
Run it back?
Yeah, I think it's just like Braun. Yeah, Braun. You know, Punk wants it back. He's pissed off.
Does he give it back?
Here, Dark State.
They're not a tag team. They're a fucking faction.
Tag team champions, bro. Tag team champions, bro.
Freebird rules. These are just,
This is I guarantee says Cutler. Let's go, Dark State. Soul and Zarya, tag team of the year.
That's not a bad shout, actually. I mean, at least for NXT.
Zolruka. There you go. Yeah. Not a bad show for NXT. I mean, they had a good run.
And now, though, you're still on this. They're friends, but are they really friends? Are they
where do they
for
stand?
A moment to where they start to kind of fall back apart again?
A little bit, right? Like, are they going to have issues? Are they going to, eventually, are these concerns going to boil into something?
Well, does Soul end up on the main roster in 2026 while Zarya is still in NXT?
It's a possibility. As we have the Fatal Influence, Ren coming up. Ren.
Ren taking on JC Jane, and this man got hot and bothered because Fatal Influence out there with JC Jane.
I think Fallon's the star of this group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been saying this. You got Fallon, and then now you've got Laney.
Laney's good.
Laney ain't lacking, my guy.
Laney ain't lacking at all. But, I couldn't disagree with
Yums.
Yeah, it's all the yum-yums. So it's going to be JC versus Ren. Do you have the walkout right now?
No, I have commercial. Sorry. Them walking backstage, and then it went to commercial.
Okay.
Mercy saying, Khan cherry-picked a lot of talent, but doesn't know what to do with it. Shh, don't say that, because you have to either love AEW or you hate it and don't even bother watching it.
Yeah, that's the sentiment of like, well, if you hate it, don't watch it. No, I like it. I would like it to be good, though.
I want it to be better.
Mm-hmm. That only seems fitting. We're not asking for much, are we?
Not quite.
But yeah, so I'll wait till you get the Fatal Influence.
There we go.
Yum-yums, all the yum-yums. Dark State for everything of the year. Let's go. Best faction, best tag team. What else do we want to give them?
For who? Dark State?
Right. For Dark State,
I was asking a question. You were saying, what else are we going to give them? Who are we talking about here? No, Dark nothing State. For Dark State.
Right.
Their biggest raise of my blood pressure in 2025.
Yeah. I mean, let them cook, bud. Give them love. Give them something.
They need to cook, though. That's the thing. They're out there with a fucking,
they're cooking, bro.
Tag fighter.
They got titles. They got clout. They're working. They're going to have a big 2026.
You say they got clout. I got doubt.
Yeah, well, you're giving me doubt. KJ specifically, am I wrong? Seems the people that are saying Sasha dropped some belts, so leave her alone, are the same ones bitching about Triple H's so-called reign of terror in Al Bundy's 2025. Yeah. I mean, yes, in some ways. I mean, Nick, you feel like Sasha's given back some of her belts. I'm not quite sold on the whole thing yet. We'll see what happens with Athena.
I think she's on the Give Back tour. Well, she's got Willow on tomorrow night on their New Year's Eve show.
That's right.
And I actually did like her promo from World's End of the "I'm gonna kick your fucking ass." Like you said the big mean words there. You got aggressive. You had some bass in your voice, and it worked for me. It came off honestly kind of genuine, and I think she is in a bit of that Give Back tour, which I got to give her credit for. We wanted her to do a Give Back tour.
Yeah.
She seems like she's on that Give Back tour when she drops a belt to Windsor, and then she's losing belts in Ring of Honor and everything.
Right.
I can't be mad at it. She lost to the Babes of Wrath, so can't be mad at it.
Watch the video package, Nick. I think that was for Dark State.
No.
I thought I saw a bold prediction. Joe Hendry could be a big star in 2026, maybe the U.S. title run or world champ soon after. I believe in Joe Henry. There you go. That's not a bad prediction for 2026. Zilla Vatu joins WWE in 2026. Does he go NXT then up?
Probably. He goes solo route.
All right. Now, Solo wasn't there long, so we'll see how that works. These two, it's not that serious, Paul. Simmer down. Give your nuts a tug.
Relax. And I mean, for crying out loud, it's in NXT. Does anyone want to say a better NXT tag team right now?
I mean, they had a really good year as a tag team. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Hank and Tank. Nick likes Hank and Tank. I like Dark State. But I think overall, Soul and Zarya were the most successful. And it really isn't that fucking big deal.
Right. Well, I have Fatal Influences intro right now as they're walking down the ramp.
Yes, let's
go. I got the lower third NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane.
Yeah. I got them on the apron right now.
All right. I'll let you know when they're on the apron. I got Fallon on the apron. How are you doing? Apron. Yeah.
As they clip over good entrance, good look, good vibe. All three young, up and coming.
Is Fatal Influence better than Toxic Attraction ever was?
I think so overall. Yeah, I think they were more successful, more cohesive. I know people are going to defend Mandy Rose. Mandy wasn't bad, but I just feel like JC with the longevity. I mean, you had to switch one member out, but it's worked. And Fallon's going to be something. Lainey seems like she's dialed in to become something. And JC Jane has shocked the world as she gives us her Mercedes dance.
Yeah, well, even with Jasmine Ninks in there before, worked fairly well. Of Toxic Attraction, in all honesty, didn't last that long because Mandy Rose left WWE entirely, and that's birthed Fatal Influence.
Yep. And I think they managed. We thought, we were concerned, again, Marty just kicked Dawn, right? Like,
literally the worst take I've ever had on this channel. Marty just kicked Sean, and now Marty's still world champion of the company, and Sean's out there on the indies.
Yeah, something like that. But Zilla going for the Dynasty title in February. Good times. Zilla's been on a roll.
Destiny, not Dynasty.
Destiny. Sorry.
I have Ren and JC locking up.
Yeah, we do. Roll through.
There we go.
Big shoulder block.
There we go.
Right. Canadians are the Patriots of the NHL. I don't know about that, especially over the last decade or so. Once upon a time, I think that's a fair one.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, they're the original six kind of vibe, but they haven't been super dominant.
I understand why you would say because they won so many championships, but I mean, they haven't exactly been a powerhouse over the last while, right? They are the last one to win in 93. I mean, you'd almost argue like, I mean, Florida's on the cusp of being very Patriots-esque, of just like fuck
Tampa
these
was
guys.
there for a bit.
Tampa had a bit of a run. Hockey's a tough
Pittsburgh
one.
kind of was that way because you had Crosby, you had
Yeah.
Malkin, and you just had like
Well,
players people wanted to hate.
well, and you went through that run where like Pittsburgh, Chicago, Detroit, like they were just perennially good.
I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to take a
Go.
pause. Were the Buffalo Sabres, the Dallas Stars, the Colorado Avalanche, the Detroit Red Wings, that kind of like late 90s kind of run, like the attitude era of the NHL, of to where they were all just, you had stacked teams always having huge series.
It was the best teams money could buy, bro. As Nick takes a pause for the cause, we got JC in the ring. We got Ren in the ring. Once again, no spoilers. We're not taking predictions because we don't trust y'all. But big clothesline by JC right now. What up? Giving the love. Big WWE queen. Ricky Saints is in that TV show Wild Card. Is he? JC Jane for the win, for sure. Got JC. So JC Jane had a breakout year. JC Jane had a big year, and I think in a year that people weren't expecting her to have a big year. She took a lot of criticism when she first won the NXT title. I feel like she's beat the critics. Like I feel like she's held on and had a good enough run that the critics shut up. And again, it was one of those things of I can't believe they put the belt on her. But you got to give athletes the opportunity, right? Yeah, Paul. I'm with you. I really am. She's become an absolute diamond. Oh, great. Oh, enough out of you. Do we think Jericho will show up on next week's Stranger Things Raw or at the Rumble? I think if you want to make an impact, first show of the year, Netflix anniversary, and you want to make a statement, that's the moment, right? Stranger Things, you do a countdown. I'd be all for it. I'm curious, man. Rumble always serves a good place, but I think there's a lot setting up for Rumble. And as people pointed out, if Jericho gets on a flight to Riyadh or gets a hotel, some sleuth out there will, call him out and might ruin it for everybody. So Netflix might be the best place to pull it off as oh shit, they said this was going to happen, but holy shit, it actually did. To me, it was similar to when Cody came to the WWE. I kept saying, like, I don't believe it. Cody was so integral, and I knew he had problems there, but, he was just so tied into the fabric of what was AEW until his music hit. I didn't believe it. So here's another case. Until Jericho's music hits, I'm not going to believe it. And I'm really curious what a WWE Jericho looks like. For all the criticism I gave Jericho, like, it was like Jericho, Moxley, Mercedes for me as far as wrestlers that grind my gears. So for Jericho to come back to the WWE, that excites me. I just hope whatever they do with him is good. I think HBK wins Booker of the Year. I think I'm with you, Damien. Not to sway the vote. We will be putting the votes up over the next few days, getting ready for the 4 lifeys. But yeah, I think as far as consistency, I think HBK might actually take the cake. I think HBK took some risks. He put the belts on some people. We got good matches. NXT's pay-per-views were pretty good across the board. Like I don't think NXT really had like a dud pay-per-view. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Too many inconsistencies with Tony. Way too many inconsistencies. And Triple H played it too safe. TNA's not quite. I don't think TNA on TV, their weekly show, had a huge year. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe our buddy Anthony will have something to say about that very soon. But I don't know that TNA exactly had that barn burner, can't miss Impact type of vibe. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning your way, Damien. Jacob is returning in 2026 for sure, Vance. He was getting dental surgery and he now shall return. We'll see how it looks. 2 count Ren. I've been not the biggest fan of Ren St. Clair. The last couple weeks, she can really wrestle. Like, she's producing some really good matches. Ren's comeback is all arm ringers. Who agented this match? Well, not all of them. I was just complimenting the girl. I don't know if there's any disconnect at all, Paul. I think she's doing very well where she is. You always have her kind of set up as the one that could. Wow, she's a big fan of those arm hooks. See, money. Yeah, I don't think there's a disconnect. She's in the top women's heel faction. She's had multiple belts. She's now, I don't know about the speed one, but that's not my favorite choice. But she's there. She's right there. She can get into it at any point. So yeah, Paul Cree is underrated. He's only underrated because his career was short, and he was really talented, really fucking talented. And he was a little guy in a place that, as Ren takes the pin. A little guy in a world that was ruled by giants, and it was extremely different than the game they play now. Gigi Dolan's YouTube channel is awesome. I bet, Mr. Quake. I know that Gigi's been blowing up the internet quite frequently lately. Good for her, honestly. Good for us, maybe. I don't know. All the yum-yums. I don't know what to tell you.
Yum-yums.
It's true. It's all the cake. Jericho needs someone to rein him in. Yeah, is that the thing? Like, you won't have Jericho out there trying to do lucha matches, right? You're going to get Jericho. No. Take it easy. We're not going to do this. That's too over the top. As Ren's getting beat up. And is that Rizzo? Oh, it's Kendall. Shit. By the way, he passed away. T's and P's, 71 years old. The man's from The Wire. Shit. But yeah, Kendall Gray laying a beating on everybody. So it looks like Kendall going for that belt quick. Are they going to make her drop the Evolve title? How is that going to play out? Cody Rhodes is selfish. You're going to have to expand on that. There you go. Is that Drew McIntyre in the chat? Is Mr. Quake Drew McIntyre? Kendall Gray might. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. As I got Joe Hendry on the screen. As he's warming up. The concert is up next. I might have to rely on the chat out there. You guys have to let me know when the commercial ends. Hi, KJ White. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Richard, let's go. Speed title is so unnecessary. Completely agree. I defended it when it was on X and X only, but you move it away from X, then what? What do? Ren is so underrated. I would give you that. I underrate Ren. She does. She got a little bit of moxie, but she can really wrestle. She really can. How do you think Cody acted towards the people, Mr. Quake? Yeah, I'm curious. I vote Tavion Heights. For what? Let's go. The last episode of Tavion Heights in 2025. Yeah, down to the wire, folks. Goodbye, Mr. Tavion. What vibe? Yeah, it's weird. I grew up on Disney Mighty Ducks. How could you not? One of the best movies ever. Still near and dear to my heart. What matches do we even want to see from Jericho and WWE? I don't know. I'm at a place with Jericho that I didn't really want to see anything. Now, if you tell me they're going to run back maybe some Jericho KO stuff, fine. Jericho Punk maybe if done right. I'm not overly excited. This is to me the damage control that Jericho needs to do now. This is to me the rebuilding of your clout. You have to convince me that Jericho's somebody that is going to get in the ring and do some good stuff. We've seen him do some really bad shit for quite a while. Yeah, I mean, let's see what this. Anybody out there dying for like Jericho AJ Styles, Jericho Oba, Jericho, anybody? Jericho Drew, Jericho Gunther. I don't know. Jericho has 2 or 3 years of in-ring wrestling. I mean, Jericho's a guy that could work commentary if he's not being a jerk off. Jericho's a guy that could manage. There's opportunities for Jericho. He's a smart guy. He's had a successful career. He's been multifaceted. Those are the nice things about Jericho. So we'll see what he can do. Am I the only one that hopes Jericho SmackDown bound? Spaz, $2. Why SmackDown? Jericho Cody? JC just won on my screen. All right, well, I got the Joe Hendry logo on the big screen, just waiting for someone to say, yeah, we got it too. Are you still watching? How are you that far back? What? Oh, maybe I jumped the commercial. All right, I'll wait.
Yes, you jumped a commercial. That's the thing. Is I was like, of course, I take one pause.
Like,
this is the issue. I just explained it to the missus when I was running back here. I was like, this man's only got the finish to a match. I still got the match going.
Oh, it was not that big of a deal. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, no, so we either watch the Netflix version with the VIP-in, and then we lose y'all because y'all don't use the VIP-in, even though we're not sponsored. We give you the free VIP-in, but or we do this dance, this do-si-do of.
I think next time,
Canada.
Yeah. I can technically turn my VIP-in on and get the CW, but it just seems like so much work.
Well, you mentioned, I heard you say something about Tavion Heights, and it just made me think of like, that sounds like a CW show.
Yeah,
there's an episode of Tavion Heights.
Yeah, it's funny as shit. The ongoing episodes of Tavion Heights.
But I have Joe Hendry backstage just now. I got a Pizza Hut commercial.
That's so funny.
A triple treat box.
I had one.
Remember when the Street Profits were out there advertising the triple treat box?
I remember when the fucking New Day was out there throwing pizza into the crowd. I thought that's not a good idea.
Well, speaking of the New Day and triple threats and triple treats and everything, did you hear Matt Hardy throw out the idea for WrestleMania 42? The Usos versus the New Day versus the Hardys.
I'm in.
One more time.
Why not? Fuck it. I mean, there's history there. The Hardys found a way to make, again, if you work smart, you can have a longer career. We thought the Hardys were done. How many times have we said, Jeff is done? Matt is done. Now, here we are, and we're like, they're doing pretty good. They're hanging in. They work smart, not hard. Or I'm sure they work hard, but you know what I mean. They're working smart.
Still seeing Jeff Hardy be able to wrestle at the level that he does in 2025.
Good matches.
It is actually really exciting and makes me feel really good about Jeff, of where he was. And trust me, I don't think any of us really thought at one point he'd still be out there doing it at that caliber in 2025. So to see that now, fantastic. I'm for it. And it'd be this nice little pop. It'd be a good feel good. It would be something. And honestly, could you see the Hardys in WWE in 2026? Like full time, or at least as contracted talent?
I don't know. I think the way it is right now and what they bring to TNA, like you have to imagine they were a big part of a TNA sales pitch. Like, we have the Hardys, right?
Yeah.
And so
they're the Chris Jericho. They're Chris Jericho to how AEW got on TV.
Right. So I think that's a big part of this is you have to keep that in mind, but I could see the crossover working very well. And I love the idea of, Jericho's New Day, Usos. Why not?
Right. Spaz with $2. Am I the only one that hopes Jericho SmackDown bound? What?
Are you out of commercial? You got Joe here?
I got Progressive.
Affleck.
Yeah. Well, trust me, after my whole car situation, I might be looking for car insurance or new car insurance. So
Jesus
anybody
Christ.
out there, let me know.
Any brokers in the house?
Right? I'm going to the highest bidder.
Still got Jane. You're backwards. You're watching the wrong direction, sir.
I have a NASCAR commercial because, of course, they still show the NASCAR at times on the CW,
Right.
which they've even incorporated NXT into it. So you give them that.
You got to. Am I the only one that hopes Jericho goes to SmackDown? I want to know why. What do you?
Well,
Is there any matchups you're like, I can't wait for Jericho? ...
Gunther, because it'll end it.
In
Clip that, Gunther. That is what I
Okay.
want. Because you can just tap out of I become, man. Yeah. Which does he come back? I know I said it last night. He's the Stranger Things tie-in of he's, you know,
That
the
which I think is
Ayatollah of
awesome.
rock and roller. He's very much that 80s kind of shtick. I almost wouldn't be surprised if he had a fucking cameo on Stranger Things.
Team up, put him in a tag team with Lexus King. That's how we get
Bro.
Lexus King over.
Well, I have, or would that just bog
Just
Jericho
ruin it.
down? I have Henry walking out.
Joe Hendry.
Well,
I got the spin around.
yes. Somebody mentioned about, does the Sammy Guevara jump to WWE from AEW because of a Jericho? Well, Sammy's not going to show up on Dynamite anymore. He's a Ring of Honor superstar because Monet's the Golden Goose.
I don't know, man. Like, that's a weird one. I don't know if there's a high demand for Sammy. Could Sammy be something more than he is? Have we seen? Like, part of me believes we've seen as good as Sammy's ever going to be.
Right.
And is anybody interested in that? But I mean, it would be interesting to bring him in as a heel little buddy. And how does that work? Do you think there's optimism that they could book him better? He won't be doing lucha matches and trying to prove that he can still go with Bandito. That
You
kind
mean
of
we're
shit.
not going to get Penta versus Jericho?
I think
Grande
that's the first
versus Jericho.
Fraxium, let's go.
Yeah, he's going to be out there with Nathan Frazier, which I've noticed. Just on a complete side note, I think on YouTube, well, I see comments that aren't showing up on StreamYard yet so far.
Oh,
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because Jose's from 851 and it's 858.
That's interesting. Okay, we do know the Yard's going through some stuff.
Yeah, they're parent company, but I got Joe Hendry sitting down with a guitar.
Ditto.
See, this is the thing though, with like how last week he does the Christmas concert and all of that. And everybody was all hot and bothered of, oh, are you kidding me? This is what they put on TV, which by the way, it's fucking around Christmas and it's taped. But did they not watch Joe Hendry before in TNA? Like, this is par for the course with Joe Hendry to be the musical guy, to be a goddamn Elias.
Well, being that the fans consider themselves so smart out there, is this not what got him over? Is this not what made him famous? Is this not why everybody was, oh, I can't believe the Fed doesn't have him yet, and what are they doing? And is this not what it was? Like, what happened? Why did you sour on what you did? You just
because
think you
he
loved
went
him?
to the other side, because he went to the dark side.
Like, what if he was singing songs on NXT, or sorry, on AEW? Would you like it then?
Oh, they
No,
love
we
it.
don't do that stupid shit.
We need an album. We need an album, Tony.
Yeah. An album.
Bro, you're telling me that Joe Hendry couldn't press out a vinyl, a blue vinyl of Joe Hendry's just greatest diss tracks and everything?
Yeah. Javon is bouncy, looks at the sky. Ethan and Chelsea, well, they had some cream pie.
My Miss American Pie.
It looks like they might be setting up Joe Ethan more than anything.
Fair. Well, are you going to do Joe Ethan or Joe and Thea versus Ethan and Chelsea? But then again, Thea's got the whole Monroe thing that now she's got to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's still there. Wait, there was
Yeah, now they're coming through. They've been StreamYard, fix your shit.
Nick's just behind. We're good.
I could be. I'm just stuck in a paradigm shift.
Time warp again.
Man.
No, we're rolling. I'm checking just to double check, but it looks like we're pretty close.
But Spaz with a $10 super chat. KJ, Dickhead Jericho, and you have to pause on
Pecker.
the way that man wrote that because he put the commas in the right spots. Getting some hoobers around him like the JAS being the first opponent for a babyface Drew after Cody and Drew double turn with SmackDown going 3 hours, on the main non-title story.
Okay. But Drew should dust Jericho.
What?
But Drew should dust Jericho.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we're going into that situation, yeah.
Like, that wouldn't be the most comfortable. Would he be a babyface out the gate, though? Just come like, oh, my God, Jericho's back. Where has he been?
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of people that thought he retired from wrestling.
That he just fell off. He just came out of the void. And that's the thing. That's going to piss off a certain section of the fan base, that there's wrestling fans out there that don't know Chris Jericho has been wrestling for like the past 6 years.
Yeah. I remember seeing when they were doing like the NBA playoffs last year. And because like all the moving around and like some of like the game would end and then the wrestling would come on, there were like pro basketball players like, that Chris Jericho guy, like, still here. He's still doing it. Yeah, good for him.
Good for him. Good for him.
Lights out.
Oh, he's going to be fucking Dark State deep fake. Who gives
let's go. Dark State in the house. You want to sing songs? Not on our watch.
Austin Theory did this better.
No, he didn't.
Austin
Theory. I mean, what? They've destroyed everybody that's come along. Mugging
4 or 5 on 1 mugging.
Yes, that's the thing. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Straighten the numbers, my guy. Down they go. Look at that. The toss power bomb looking gorgeous.
Sugar is my favorite member out of this whole thing. He is the fucking Scott Hall right there with the guitar.
Right. Mine too, to be honest. But you can't sleep on Dion. He is a stud. And the Osiris is a beast.
So I'll entertain you with this. Is we've got Robert Stone and an
you too got that.
How you doing?
Why is he wearing a bow tie?
With a bow tie, looking so fly.
Why is my door open?
Blake. Just now.
Ooh, hello.
I think that might have been what Ava was saying too, of just seeing Blake Monroe. You do those things with Tony Storm.
Right? Blake didn't even get dressed for work today.
I mean, she's never going to beat the allegations that she's not just carrying over her AEW gimmick with Tony right into this. You're not going to beat those allegations with this.
Why? She's doing fine. The glam is out.
I'm not saying she isn't, but
she was the glam.
Allegations.
She was glam before she got to AEW. It's the same thing of like, I can't believe they're just doing Penta's gimmick in the WWE. He did it before he got to AEW.
You mean the guy who wrestles as Penta? Wrestles as Penta? What?
Like, what are we doing? Davion Heights.
I'll entertain you. So your ranking of the 4, 1 through 4 of Dark State.
Of Dark State?
Sugar, Osiris, Dion, and then
you flip the middle guys, and then we both agree Cutler's at the bottom of the pie. So,
I think he likes the bottom. Pause. So
he might be one of those scary. Anyway, moving on. I mean, again, I think Sugar is outstanding in the ring. He talks well. Dion is a blue chipper to me. Like he's got all, like the look, the attitude. He can talk. He's better at talking now than he used to be. I think Osiris is a beast. He's better with a heater, but he is a beast. And then Cutler is a crazy dude. We'll see. He's like hillbilly Dexter Loomis.
Wild card, bitches. As I have a commercial for New Year's Evil, next Tuesday.
This is cool.
Yeah, I have a straight up commercial right now, so I don't know if you need to pause for the cause.
Yeah, I'm just getting like, oh, you got commercial? Because I was getting like wrestlers giving their predictions on who's going to win at New Year's Evil.
Oh, fair enough. I had
That's probably after your commercial. I'll wait. But while I wait, I will step away. I'll come back when we're caught up.
You can take your pause there, sir. As you pause for the cause, like I done said. As KJ takes a pause, as we are still rolling through with, I almost said Friday Night SmackDown. Tuesday at NXT, as you can tell, everything's fast and loose as it's the last stream of 2025 of been a hell of a year. Again, thank you to anyone who's been here for 5 minutes to 5 seconds to however long. Been a crazy journey and still just going to keep continuing in 2026, just getting bigger, better, and stronger. But yes, how we doing up there is, again, I still swear, and I'm not in the upside down here. I still haven't even watched Stranger Things. Honest question. Is Stranger Things worth it now? I know we're at like the last season and now we're getting the crossover. Is it worth to go back and try and get into it? Because I haven't respectfully watched an episode ever. Yes, I'm not in the upside down, but I'm still trying to, because on one end, I'm still at Mr. Stormy's from 90210. And then I still see Mr. Quake out there. I remember Disney's Miracle. Oh, the Lake Placid movie? Lennox's Confidence from Mr. Quake. Again, am I seeing things, or is these things that are happening? Oh, okay. Now they can show up as soon as I say it. I remember Disney's Miracle. Trust me, be it growing up in New York State and actually taking a field trip to Lake Placid, the whole fucking trip, we watched that goddamn movie, if that's the movie you're talking about. But yeah, good movie. Good hockey movie. Jose commercial. I vote Ricky Saints. Hassan for what? What are we voting on? Mr. Quake. Blake Monroe. Name is lame. How you doing? Rhyming all the time. I mean, I guess I'm known as being the name stickler, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's growing on me. Stranger Things season 5 has sucked so far. Fair enough, Richard. Paul, no. Okay. Soffit, I'm way ahead and I'm watching it on the Netflix feed and my mouth is sealed. Well, fair enough, Soffit. You're out there with KJ. You pause up. You catch up. You let the rest of us catch up. We're hot dogs, so catch up, homie. But yeah, that's aggressive. Well, again, I haven't watched it a second of it. I know it's been a huge thing. I'm just wondering now if it's worthwhile to try and to go back and watch it. If it's one of those you had to be there to watch it versus going back and you can try and watch it. Oh, so next Tuesday, Leon versus Oba. Is it for the NXT title next week? Leon versus Oba. We had Matt Cardona, we had Elijah. So yes, KJ, if you can hear my voice, now I'm getting all the TNA talent giving their predictions on what's going to happen, who might win next week on New Year's Evil. Yes, New Year's Evil. Starks and Ariana Grace as they're just turning heels out here. Yeah. We know Oba has to drop the NXT title to move up to the main roster. Does he drop the NXT title to Leon Slater, a not NXT talent? That would be crazy. That would be up there with when Trick won the TNA title as an NXT talent, as Mike Santana is, putting over Leon. Santana's the guy, though, that I would have believed a bit more than Leon if this was going to be the case, to where, Mara Sade, you mean Jakara Jackson, The artist formerly known as Jakara Jackson, who should still be Jakara Jackson in NXT, teaming up with Lash Legend, but I digress. But Mike Santana is a guy that I would feel if Oba was to drop the NXT title to a TNA talent and have that moment, it would be Mike Santana for me. Because I got Hank and Tank. Dale, what up? Richard, if AAA takes away Javon, Oba, and Trick, NXT's main event scene might be weak as hell. Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, I think those two names right there. Miles Bourne, they've tried to move him into the main event scene. That could be something there. You're always going to have that ebbs and flows. And like I said, I know KJ's brought it up before. If you don't want to completely, rob, Peter to save Paul kind of thing, you don't want to take the fucking cupboards bare, a la the whole conversation with New Japan and AEW. So you have to find that, even if it's just a slow process of one moves up at one point, then the next one moves up, and then you move them up a little bit longer. Because, even Tony D'Angelo, the man right there to my right, Tony D, you can move him towards the main event scene. Tony D was in the background while Joe was singing. Was he? Where was he? I didn't see him. Was he in the crowd? But I got Lexus King out right now, so we got Tavion taking on Lexus King, and why is Tavion going to win? Has the Lexus King experiment failed? Do we need to just go back to Brian Pillman Jr. and see how this works out? Spaz with a $5 super chat. Dipping out, guys. Happy New Year. Still so happy I found this community. KJ, Nick, O-Ring, pause, and Box of Nothing but love, boys. Thanks for everything you do. Appreciate you, Spaz. And glad you found us and glad we found you. And that goes likewise to everybody else out there. But yes, did Tavion already win? And the amount of time it took me to read that, because this was a speed match, so they didn't even have the clock started yet. By the time I read that super chat, yeah, he literally 2:55 on the clock. He fucking double tilt-a-world belly to belly fucking slammed that man for a 3 count. Holy sugar honey iced tea. Now, granted, I wish that maybe been more of a thing instead of the speed title. I guess you're gonna Jasper Troy versus Tavion. You got to make it a thing. But I'd rather it just be a regular match than a fucking speed match. You could just have this be a match. You don't need the speed bullshit title attached to it, in my opinion. You could just let it be a thing, as we're getting match of the year from the triple threat from Stand and Deliver of Oba versus Trick versus Javon, which, if we're talking NXT matches, that might very much be up there for match of the year. I'm leaning on Stanley alliterations. There you go. Excelsior. 2016 and 2026, 10 years. Fair context is king. We definitely have had worse names than Blake Monroe. Next, we will see something crazy like McNavy, Texas Ranger. Coming soon to Ring of Honor. Or, well, that might be more of a TNA name, but I digress. Tony D, the real leader of Dark State. Oh. I still want to know who it was that snuck up and took over Tony D when he was at the restaurant. When he went from the Dawn to now the Equalizer out here. Who was that really... Oh, we're getting Lola, JC, and then Oba, Javon. But who was that snatched up Tony and took him away for a bit? I want that still answered. Squash match of the year, Julian? I mean, very clearly, I think, obviously a squash match. So surprised. So we're getting the So the deadline match, the women's Iron Survivor with Kendall Gray winning, being up there for match of the year. So match of the year winner, the triple threat from Stand and Deliver. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That was a hell of a match. It's time for Lexus to be Audie. Let's repackage and move on. Yeah, I think we need to go to Brian Pillman Jr. We need to embrace that a little bit because the Lexus King thing ain't working. Man needs to shape up. Saints backstage as we go to commercial break. As well as Brian Pillman is Irie. You turn Jamaican up there. Hey, Irie. Rastafari. NXT match of the year is Oba family, and it makes sense for that. I still find it interesting that they included the women's Iron Survivor match from Deadline just not too long ago, but then again, it was good enough. It qualifies if it's Orlando Jordan. Mr. Quake, are you just kind of saying things at this point, sir, respectfully? But Simone, this is the problem with the speed match. It's hard to get over in such a short time. Even if you go over, well, I mean, when you go 3 seconds in a 3-minute match, I'd say it's, hard to tell a true story. But I mean, it makes sense. To me, you don't need the extra gimmick attached to it. Is it almost more impactful if Tavion does that to Lexus in just a regular match? There is no... Well, it was already going to be 3 minutes anyway, so it was already going to be a fast match versus you don't know how long that match was supposed to be. Like him versus Jasper Troy, Tavion versus Jasper Troy coming up. I know that that's because it's a championship match for speed. It's going to be set to a 5-minute time limit. But I don't like that because I think those two guys could actually have a really good 10 to 15-minute match and really have this competitive back and forth. But you just rush everything, I think, a little bit. You're adding an unneeded gimmick to me. And should the speed matches be more than 3 minutes, maybe 5? I think the championships, like I said, are 5, which is why, you'll get Tavion versus Jasper, and you'll get the bing, bang, boom, smash them, stack them. But you have Jasper who can throw guys around, who's Black Hole Slam. He's basically their new version of Abyss. And I really like that they have Joseph Parks as a producer, who I would really want him being heavily involved with Jasper Troy because same style, same kind of move set and everything. I think they present him the same way. Tavion's a guy that you just showed can sit there and hit, devastating suplexes out of nowhere. Have a guy who's been out there through no Olympic caliber wrestler taking on a fucking monster, a beast, a guy who pushed Oba Femi damn near to his brink. I don't want that to be a 5-minute match. Is that wrong of me that I don't want it to be a speed match? I want it to be a regular match.
Hi.
How
you doing?
Speaking of wrong of me, am I wrong? Are you right?
I agree with so much about the speed thing, except, I mean, I understood the concept and I didn't mind when they had it on Twitter. I didn't mind it at all. There was some really good ones. Dragon Lee had a good one, I think, with Bronson Reed. There was random good ones that, because it was like so fast paced, and it was like that one knockout, that one punch knockout. Like if you hit your finisher, it's ending. We're not going to get a whole bunch of big kickouts. But I agree. I don't like it on the show. I don't know. Like, I mean, with the women's side of things, they use the speed and you get that little short match, but it parlays into something else, and then you get the longer match. I don't necessarily think it's necessary, to be honest.
Fair. I would agree with that. If I don't think it's adding a hat on a hat. I don't really need it. Like, I would rather see Tavion Heights versus Jasper Troy in a 10 to 15-minute match than what I know is going to be a 5-minute match. I get the whole, you don't kick out, you hit devastated shit. We just saw Tavion win in 5 seconds.
Dusted. I mean, Lex is king at this point. Like, are we now, like, I don't know how long he was contracted to WWE, but I don't know that Brian Pillman Jr. will survive the next round of. We talk a lot about people moving up and contracts moving around and new signees. I don't. I wish him nothing but the best, but I'm a little worried unless
Does
you keep
he
him
need to
around
be
as the guy
Brian
like a
Pillman?
gatekeeper. What?
Does he need to be Brian Pillman Jr. again?
Maybe this whole Lexus King thing didn't work, and I think it comes off unauthentic. And we talk a lot about authenticity
His
around
fucking hairline's fake, and nothing about him is fucking real or genuine.
Right? Like that's the issue. It all came off pretend. It felt like he brought kind of a little bit of that cosplay AEW mindset, and it hasn't landed. He hasn't clicked, and his in ring is solid, but he's like a good hand. You know,
he's the Zigglypuff of NXT.
A little bit. I mean, he's kind of become the gatekeeper, and that's why a guy like Tavion gets a 3-second duster because let's get it over with. Make Tavion look like a superhero as he's going to go after Jasper, who's a monster.
Well, he's your new Abyss, and he was out there as I've got OTM taking on Swipe right now.
I kind of like their new entrance and how it's set up. I kind of do. Now we'll see if they can
OTM?
develop some personality. Yeah, it's almost on par with what they had. They just kind of elongated the sunrise, sunset, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, I think there's something here with OTM. That move is insane. Is he okay? Legit, is he okay?
Shit. Well, then think about it. It looks like they're taking on this is two grown men taking on two high school seniors right now.
Right? Give me a
20-something, a 30-year-old something body versus an 18-year-old something body.
Give me a visual, dear AI. Give me a visual of WWE versus AEW. That's what this feels like visually.
The Bang Bang Gang,
right?
Jasper trying a mask. No, he doesn't need a mask.
No, especially if it won't stay up. You'll ruin Nick forever.
Exactly.
It's got to stay up, folks.
But who you got for this match?
What the
OTM Swipe right?
Oh, is it still going for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I told you when it started.
Yeah, but I mean, things change. All right, I'm back. Where are we?
Okay, I'm right now.
We got.
You know who to call. I've got Brad Taylor from Tool Time eating a fucking gut wrench there.
Oh, gut wrench. Did the third guy just come run in?
No.
I don't know. There's just little blonde kids running around everywhere. Like, what is happening? Yeah, let me know when you get their finisher, which is devastating.
Enough. Stomp. 1, 2, break up the pin. Well, and Lexus King's been involved in the whole Evolve crew with TNA. Does he get future endeavored and signs with TNA?
Possibly. I mean, but again, I think there's some growth that has to happen there for Brian. Again, I mean, what are we going to do if he can't find his kind of groove?
Yeah, well, it's just there is no voice. Like, what is Lexus King?
You really don't get it. Like, and he was a bit of a heel for a while, then that didn't work. So they tried to baby him up. That didn't work. He's just kind of lost again, and it feels very cosplay-y. The word of the day. Yeah. You getting the finish?
No, I have a tag as Swipe right trying to get is in control right now.
Oh my God.
Like I said, I think you missed a commercial there at some point because you paused and missed a commercial break at one point.
All right. So I have Jonathan Taylor Thomas trying to hold down this big man.
Right now, just raining down elbows.
Yeah. Goes for a tag on the back of the gentleman. You'll get there. I'm slightly just seconds. This is fun. That would be awesome.
You and Safit are at least on the same page here.
Yeah, Safit's with me.
Now I have a tag.
All right.
Now we're just eating clotheslines all the way around. Again, this is just the size difference between these
Oh,
two
it's
teams.
insane. Oh, fuck.
Does OTM, though, just size-wise, as Jackson Drake eats the fuck out of that?
That is insane.
Or is OTM a team that should be on the main roster, even though they'd probably just be a fucking job team or kind of just being underneath hell for a little bit, but just the size. They don't fit here. They're like the authors of pain.
Right? They just don't belong.
1, 2, 3.
Like, yeah, do you make them like the heavies for like a Carmelo Hayes or a Trick Williams if he comes in? Like, is that the kind of move? Because, like you said, as much as they lack experience, that finisher is fucking brutal. Like in a good way. Like, it is devastating.
Well, and just the size.
They're two former football players, right? Like, they're gigantic.
Yeah, but in a company now that's former football players, former athletes, the NIL deal has gone haywire when it comes to WWE. You know, the land of the giants was always the motto for WWE, and these motherfuckers fit the mold.
Now, OTM has had trouble staying healthy, so that has been a fair thing, and we'll see what happens long term. But
how is Thea sitting down, or how fucking short is this woman?
She is sitting down, and Jordan Grace is really been approaching things differently lately.
Yeah, Steve Jobs' ass with the big black rim glasses and the fucking turtleneck.
She looks good.
It's very Velma-esque. Of Jinkies, I think I found a clue.
She looks like the GM of the fucking show. She's dressed the way Ava should be. Classy.
She looks like your science teacher or something.
She does.
She's like the mom of the NXT locker room.
She's got that veteran vibe as Thea. So this is where now Thea's got the North American title. You can have Jordan turn on her. Female superstar of the year. Is that what you got right now?
I have them advertising Friday Night SmackDown.
Okay, let me know when you get back to the nominees for the female wrestler of the year.
Yeah, it looked like they were about to do that, and then they went into advertising SmackDown in Montreal.
Right. OTM are enforcers. I would agree with that. OTM needs to learn to cut a good promo first. Again, I think you can insulate them with the right person. Right? You're talking about, Jericho's coming back. Give him OTM.
See, I don't even know. On one hand, yes, you always need to, at some point, be able to cut a promo. Goldberg didn't cut a promo for the first however many months of his fucking career.
And still hasn't really cut any good ones.
True. But if you just have them as guys who wreck shop, like anyone, and that might be in a knock on Authors of Pain. Anyone recall a good Authors of Pain promo?
No.
Have not them just be yeah. Well, you give them a mouthpiece. You give them a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
You have them with like you said, heavies to Carmelo. Carmelo's your mouthpiece. That's what they were before with Jada, but Jada just passed them by.
She ran by. She just ran by.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker. I miss Miss Parker. The whole last month out here, I haven't once been able to do the whole, well, hi, Miss Parker.
It's been a minute, my guy. The word is they're revamping her and getting her ready for big things, whether that means NXT big things. She would do well on SmackDown, I think. I think SmackDown could use a little Miss Parker.
Is she one that skips any championships in NXT and jumps up?
Yeah, she could be one of those people that do that. Like, I mean, we've seen others do it. Someone like Kiana James. I think Jada is 100% ready. She's got the attitude, seems super confident, got a great look, yums. But she's outstanding.
Absolutely. Well, I just miss her, but I feel like she needs a little bit of that extra seasoning in NXT. Like, she's to me someone. If a Sol Ruka moves up, if a JC Jane moves up, she's the one that's next up.
Yeah. I could see that, her trying to fill the spot they leave open. So that's a possibility for sure. Richard saying put her in a faction with Jade. Not yet, because you don't want
No.
Jade to step all over her.
No, and it just get too confusing. Jade and Jada.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of similar names.
Right. Let's go. I'm continually impressed about the amount of talent on the NXT roster. There is a good amount. There really is. Are you back from commercial?
No.
Oh, wow. Your commercial
You
suck.
keep waiting for it, and you've been wrong every time.
It feels forever.
Welcome to America. I feel like now I got to do This Is America. Y'all got me tripping up. Y'all got me tripping up.
Oh, shit.
He was about to go full CM Punk. I was like,
let's go.
Julia as Asuka's protege would be fun. You say Julia's fine, though. Julia's fine?
Julia's fine. Julia's fine. Julia's got a title, or had a title.
She's had a title. She don't got one now.
She's in the mix, and she's fine. She's got such a long career ahead of her. She'll be perfectly good.
Fair
like
enough.
Carmelo. Like everybody had the same feelings about Carmelo as they had about Julia. Like currently do.
But Julia was a champion and just sat there.
I mean, again, they didn't book her well as a champion, but again, she's so new. She'll be fine. She's fine.
So I now have female superstar of the year, Kalani Jordan, for contender.
Kalani had a big year, man. I know people might not love her
in TNA, though.
I think she had a big year in both.
Fair.
She did find a new attitude. Nice finisher. Maybe a little underrated for KJ, but there's my winner.
Sol
Ruka killed it. She might
be women's wrestler of the year, let alone NXT women's wrestler of the year.
Ooh, that's a bold statement, but maybe.
I think she'd at least be a contender for women's wrestler of the year. She's at least if you're doing a short list of nominees, she's on your top 5, your top 7.
Right. You're not wrong. I mean, she had a great year. Tatum had a big year. Maybe not quite as big as the first two, but really big.
Blake Monroe.
Blake's a tough one because I think Blake started slow, but found the groove in the back half.
And had some clunk in the junk. There were some promos that weren't great. There was some segments that were just like her and Jordan's feud.
Yeah.
There's a moment to not look back on in 2025.
JC Jane. I think she had a good year. But I think I'm going JC, bro.
I mean, champ. Kind of hard to argue champ.
She led the faction. They were successful. She won the belt twice. She won the TNA gold. Like, she had a fucking year. And I know how much I'm biased towards Sol Ruka, and I think she's phenomenal. JC Jane achieved at the top of the company the whole year.
Sol Ruka.
I changed my mind. I changed my vote. Sol Ruka killed it this year. She was the best. We love her. I'd never turn my back on Sol Ruka. What an outstanding year.
Well, she's a double winner. I almost want that as an act. I want a trophy like that of the ring bell, all golded out. I already got the official golden KJ here. Now I need the golden ring bell. But yeah, so Sol Ruka, double winner here. She won tag team of the year with Zarya and wins women's wrestler of the year for NXT.
Right. Me out here pulling my Bobby Heenan. No, that's my pick. Yeah, no, that's crazy. As we are getting the graphic for Tatum taking on Izzy next Tuesday, New Year's Evil. Should be good.
Surprise, no step. Surprise, no step.
I am, especially because they're selling it as like this is the last time. Like, this is the end. This is going to be a good match. Kendall JC is going to be a good match.
I still want my Callie Armstrong.
Yeah.
Thea versus Blake, the rematch.
Makes sense. Blake gets her belt back, so they go back to regular scheduled programming.
Exactly. Over under 5 minutes for this match.
Or do they double down? Could they double down and say,
I don't know.
They got it. Let's everyone expects us to give it back to Blake. What if Thea shocks the world and legit shocks the world?
Let Shirley shock the world?
Yeah, but this time not by accident. Like, do it on purpose.
Yeah, fair.
But
I think you course correct and go back to Blake of where you were going to go this whole time.
Well, if you had a few weeks of TV kind of planned out and all of a sudden it got hijacked, you might have to run it back and get back on the course, right?
So where you're now having to put in place of no one can leave tapings early in case we have to record something after the fact.
So dumb. So dumb.
I had Javon come out and then go to commercial.
Okay. So you let me know when we get back, as the revolution will not be televised. It will be streamed here at the Wrestling for Life Network.
Fair enough. And I will stay here to make sure everything stays televised. You can catch up with everything that's televised.
Right.
I agree they deserve to strip. What?
Pause. What are we doing? Hey, now.
I don't know. I don't know where we got with that. I just read it, C-Money, and it just caught me off guard. Lady B is someone that has leveled up his Lash Legend. Facts. I low-key thought she would have been released years ago. I feel like you might have had that same sentiment.
I'm 100% with Lady. I think Lash struggled, and I hated the talk show gimmick. I hated how fake and pretend it made her. Metaphor, some people loved it. Some people didn't love it so much. I know you loved it. She found her
I like
groove.
Meta 2, not Metaphor.
Meta 2 turned out to be really strong, and I know you're still kind of upset about.
They had her earlier on tonight in the predictions for what's going to happen at New Year's Eve.
They did.
How weird is that? You got to go and talk about your old job from your new job.
Yo, tell us how Wendy's is kicking ass here from McDonald's.
Exactly. You can clip this. Go tell me how Burger King's better than McDonald's right now. What the fuck are we doing out here?
Too funny. But yeah, I mean, Lash had a great year. We thought they were going to win the women's tag titles, and now she might do it with Nia.
That's the fucked up part of this to me, though, is just the women's tag titles were to me great when you were having Jakara and Lash challenging Bianca and Jade at the time for the women's tag titles, and then you just cut half your women's tag teams. And now we're just going to rebuild it again, but we're going to throw in Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair.
It's a very spruced up. They called Exhibit. He pimped up the fucking women's tag team division, man. He revamped this motherfucker. Like, I know you were a little upset. And most of the tag teams they lost were NXT tag teams. So I'm not that upset about it. And I think we got really good tag teams now. I think the women's tag team division's been strong.
Now, I know I heard you like Sol Ruka, so I gave you Sol Ruka, but called it Charlotte Flair.
Sharuka is doing her thing, okay? She's going through a bit of a midlife crisis. Things have gone, up and down, but she's exploring her new babyface vibe. That's very similar to the NXT Female Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, exactly. See, Paul agreed with me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that Paul's on my side.
There you go. Hey, can't win them all.
Well, Oral Mensa and Noam Dar sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't. Yeah, I thought Noam was good, man. I don't even know where poor Noam is anymore.
Yeah, Noam's been off the radar. Dar's off the radar.
Yeah, just gone. Bye. So
I can't wait till
he
shows
back
up in Ring of Honor and everyone in AEW acts like it's the greatest fucking signing they've ever had.
Are you back to the program?
No, still a commercial. We're 5 for 5.
See, are we there yet?
No. Yeah, I'm going to turn this stream around. Welcome to America. We've got long-ass commercial breaks. I got the local weather news commercial right now, my guy.
Okay.
News 7 now.
News 7 now.
Da-da-da. Now I'm back from commercial showing the overhead of
so funny.
Wherever they are. The Mattel John Cena action figure.
Nah.
Who is that man? Because that's not John Cena's face. In this action figure.
Right?
As I have, this is the revolution.
Love it.
Saints coming out right now.
Earl Menzel was on GCW. Yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah, he popped in around there.
Reggie was undefeated in GCW for a long while. Is he still undefeated?
Yeah, where the fuck? Well, yeah, he was out there for a good bit.
Yeah.
Remember when they were putting Reggie with OTM for a bit too?
Right? I just think they sold it wrong, and nobody was really, Reggie went from being,
sommelier to from the street,
past the Cavarcier to, running things under the bridge. Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
It's that Bivens effect. You just kind of look at him and be like, you get no bitches.
Right? Like, it was just a weird kind of play as Javon jumps Ricky.
I got Ricky wailing away in the corner on Javon. Both men stealing their shirts.
Right? Yeah,
who you got for this match? I know predictions, spoilers, whatever, but who you actually got for this match?
I don't. This one's a really tough one to call for me. It feels. I don't imagine Javon's taking the L. He's so hot right now.
But Saints has to kind of be that guy.
I agree.
Former NXT champion, just coming off of being NXT champion.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a tough shout. I'll go Javon.
I'll take Saints because I don't know if Javon's going to be here much longer in NXT.
True.
He might be a friend of Black Dan. He might be a Carmelo Hayes U.S. title challenge.
Could be. Thank you so much, Ronnie. Let's go.
Do it. Happy birthday to Ray Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
Reggie is super athletic and a solid wrestler. He's just a little small.
He's
Cirque du Soleil. He's the Ninja Mac.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
And I think between him being a sommelier and then how they kind of did him with the 24/7 title.
Scripts. Everyone forgets about scripts.
Yeah, I think they burned him. I think they put him in a position that it didn't matter what he did. He was toast. He was not going to find the fans had given up on him.
You had burned through too many bridges with that.
Oh yeah, just too many fucking duds.
Nick, how about them Denver Broncos this year? Well, they're the number one seed, and I'm mad that as it stands right now, we'd have to play New England in the first round of the playoffs.
Bro, come on.
Yep.
Bro, come on.
Vince Russo? Or is that you?
Right.
Bro.
Good Lord. What are we doing? Can't catch a fucking break.
Chop blocks all the way around. So I like this, though, of Saints working the knees, working the legs. If this man's bouncy, I'm going to take the fucking bounce out of your ounce, my guy.
Right. Oh, that was weird. Foot up. Again, it didn't look like he really did a move opposed to just jumped into his foot.
I got both men trading shots back and forth.
Okay. I'm there. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, no, and I like it. Instead of doing that, like we trade 57 forearms and all of that, we just 2 or 3 big pot shots.
Yeah. Again, time and place, and you can't have everybody do the same thing. And listen, we've both of us have taken a lot of heat lately. Let's start the new year with a big smile.
Into the barricade, which I think is like the 4th time tonight this barricade spot officially is broken.
It's officially a weak point.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they had on top of it, but it came spooting off and just smashed Javon in the face. Like they had like these little metal parts, like brackets that just came flying off and smacked Javon in the face.
Oof.
So the ref had to make sure he didn't just gash himself.
Funny, he can take that in the face, not a drip of blood. Moxley catches a hard grease on the way in, bleeding everywhere.
Paper mache forehead, my guy.
Same barricade. Ronan calling it out too, Nick.
People don't forget.
I keep saying it. Like, can we not? Like, I'm getting tired of the timekeeper spot every Raw. Like, I don't mind doing the spot, but every week,
Javon
every
goes flying.
week.
Yeah.
Javon flying.
The spots don't feel cool or feel special when you do them 2 to 3 times a night, when you do them 2 to 3 times a week.
Well, and again, you and I, like, yeah, there's moments and moves that you set up with, you know, call outs to the fans or whatever. But literally every time like somebody wobbles over that way, you're like, here it comes.
Oh, yeah. It's always that right by the timekeeper's spot
Right.
with that barricade.
Oh,
tonight it's been that one little corner directly across from the steps.
Right.
Christ, Moose got caught up by the same set of stairs twice in his match with Ethan Page. That set of stairs was just out to fuck over Moose.
Moose, known to not like stairs.
Well, yeah. I don't know too many mooses that go upstairs. Do you?
Exactly. But yeah, there goes Ethan. No, not Ethan. Jesus. Javon up to the top. Reiki. There we go. I got back around.
2 count.
What's the opposite of a barricade? A pathway? What are we saying here?
Yeah. Walkway.
An opening?
A road?
Yeah,
road.
Road. And that's how that happens. Everyone catch that spiral? To instant spiral. Let's go.
My guy, who's David Spade and who's Chris Farley? Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby?
Yeah, I somehow...
I go to commercial now. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to commercial. Ricky's choking him out.
Well, he was pulling him up as he showed, hey, he pulls up the apron and even gives it a little tap of, you hear that? That's actual real metal.
Right.
As he looks like he's about to just smash Javon in the face with it.
Right. Real metal, cry me a river.
Richard, what did you do?
That's one of the best lines, and it pops me every fucking time. I can't. It's too funny. What did you do?
The whole fucking scene. I still love the fucking deer pops up in the back, and then you know, I'm not gonna change it. Are you gonna change it? I'm not gonna change it. And then 2 seconds later, don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby?
The door falling off. What do you do? We missed Farley, man. He killed it. He was so good.
Supposed to be Shrek. He was gonna be Shrek.
Right? That would have been crazy. But can you imagine, like, in this time, like the Netflix time where, like, the guys like Sandler are just popping out movies? Farley would have been king, man.
Farley would have been.
We give 5 Farleys a year.
Royalty.
Right? Like, let's go. But yeah, we are on commercial break, folks. Don't forget the programming change. Click that little bell. We won't be here the next couple days, but we will have the live stream up. You can jump in, say hello to each other. Let everyone know how you're feeling about your New Year's. Let us know some of your resolutions. Say hi to everybody and have a good time. We are back on Friday for SmackDown. And then, of course, Sunday, our bold prediction show goes live at 6 p.m. So be a friend, tell a friend, and let's start off 2026 as hot as we ended 2025. We appreciate every single one of you out there. And we're almost at the end of this one, Nick.
Now, is this SmackDown coming up the first 3 hours, or does it not take effect till next week?
The second, I believe. So this Friday.
So this Friday, the first 3 hours. Yay.
Happy New Year.
And I will pet him and stroke him, and then I just... I always crash out, too, with the, oh, my God.
No, even the in the elevator of like, what's that smell? Well, it's air freshener. Well, you've done the first thing. You got the first step. Now the second step is to remove it. He's like, right. Oh.
I can get a good look at it. T-bone steak by
Yeah.
sticking my head up a cow's ass, but I'd rather take a butcher's word for it.
What does he say the first time, though? It's fucking hilarious.
No, he says it. Good look at a T-bone steak by sticking my head up a butcher's ass, but I'd rather take the word for it.
Right. That ambulance
I'm back in the action. See, you didn't ask that time, and it worked.
Oh, see, this is why I asked.
You ask and it stays. You don't ask and it works.
What do you got right now?
For the headlock. So we went from outside the ring to back in the ring. Front face lock from Saints on a Javon. John Candy's another one. Especially with it being around the holiday season, everybody watches Home Alone and everything.
Right.
You know, the Polka King of the Midwest.
The Polka King of the Midwest.
I always still remember. Is it? Well, I can't remember. Is it Uncle Buck or Plains Train? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, when he's on the high, I mean, he kind of does it in both.
No, I'm saying just that one, the scene of everybody using it as the gift. Oh yeah, sure.
Big kick.
Superman punch.
What happened?
Springboard ass enziguri. Like the man does a whole front flip and then kicks him in the head, 2 count.
Right. Javon's got that evil look on his face. He's upset. Ambulance match.
Been announced as an ambulance match?
Yeah,
okay.
Friday.
I knew the match. I didn't know if it had a step.
Yeah, ambulance match. January 2nd, ambulance match.
Javon Evans hype it up with the 6-7.
That's upsetting for everybody. Big front kick.
Oh.
Superman kick. Yeah, that's kind of where my head went. I'm just ready for Priest and Black to end. Really? I don't mind it.
It's been going on for a minute. Big knee.
It's a good minute, though. I mean, that's the impatient fans. We need the stories to go a while, long term.
It's been the only other thing going on SmackDown right now. I'm good. If you can add, like, give me a Shinsuke Nakamura versus a Malachi Black.
I don't disagree with that. I agree. I'll give you that. But I don't mind it.
To me, it's gone most of it's gone a good chunk of 2025 recently. You can kind of shake it up if you add some more pieces.
That's what I imagine. They're going to do the ambulance match, and that's Sayonara, right?
Speaking of Sayonara, Shania Twain, what the fuck was that? That's a Javon jumping into nothing in the knees.
Yeah, right?
1, 2, 2 go.
Wow. High impact offense.
The fucking underhook powerbomb.
Good match. Who interferes? I hope nobody, man. There's been a lot of that lately.
Tony D?
It could be. He was in the background for Joe.
Did you actually see him? Because I know someone mentioned it. I didn't see him.
Only by someone mentioning it.
Fair enough. Oh!
NXT.
I, for half a second, didn't think Booker moved, so I thought he just ate all of that in his lap. I was like, oh, shucky ducky, quack, quack.
You know he'd be cursing and swearing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I saw Vic move. I didn't see Booker move, so I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, big splash. Dose. Ref takes the bump.
Little bit of a backhand from Javon on the kick out.
Little bit. There you go. The young OG.
Raw staying 2.5 hours. I doubt they go back to 3 hours ever. We thought that with SmackDown. Little did we know.
That fluctuating like 215 to 235, 240. Like we've had everything, but that kind of like loose 230 on Raw's been really good this year.
It's helped it feel organic because it doesn't have a true set time limit. It's not exactly an overrun, because it could go anywhere, like you said, from 215 to 245, but
Yeah.
it comes to a natural conclusion and you don't know exactly when it's going to fully go off.
Yeah, it doesn't usually feel very rushed, right? Like it's kind of, and it doesn't feel super long. I'm worried about these SmackDowns feeling like a nightmare.
Yeah, well, because 2 hours hasn't been great. 2 hours, SmackDown's been arguably the weakest show out of 2025.
Right.
So having that go 3 hours now isn't a good sign.
They better have some plans, man. Oh, nice cutter by Javon. Oh, it cuts the ref.
The ref took a hell of a bump with that.
That was a great bump.
Perfectly.
Ref down, ref down. Ricky pulls the ref into harm's way.
Shout out to the ref, though, too, with the dolphin dive in the cutter, though, a little bit, too.
Right to the twig and berries. Boo.
If you like dap, we're spot on. Because I got Ricky licking his teeth right now. That's just
right.
Gross.
Slapping in the face. Slap. Oh, he's got him up almost.
Rochambeau. New ref.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Ricky wins.
So long, farewell.
Starts crying at the crowd. Boo-hoo. So Ricky cheats. Gets the dub. You called it.
But I also like, though, that they actually did. When's the last time you saw something like that to where ref's out, so we just sign a new ref. Go fucking count this.
Yeah, go get out there.
The new ref normally would go and try and wake up the old ref to make sure that the old ref would get the count.
That is true. But Ricky does his thing. And like you said, it helps Ricky a lot to get this win. Javon crazy over as a babyface right now. And Ricky victorious tonight. Let's go. Crowd's supposed to go dead. Paul?
That's the thing.
What did they do? Rejoice?
Well, the heel's going to take everything. You know, you're hot right now. I'm going to take everything off you right now.
Right? Starts with that. When you get that panic moment, when you get the crowd to kind of go quiet for a second, you did your job. And then, like they did, they start booing when he celebrates. Boo. That's how it's supposed to go. They're not supposed to, like, go bananas in that moment.
No. Can you believe he didn't get a pop for going over?
Right.
No. He's the heel, and Javon's been here, there, and everywhere. Javon has been the breakout kid for the past 2 months in pro wrestling and been everywhere getting all the rub and zug. So now Ricky getting this win, you get a little bit of all of that momentum back onto Ricky.
And he does it deviously, which you expect him to do. So works for me. I mean, this has been an interesting show considering a tape show. They had quite a bit in it, I would say, title matches and shit. So I was kind of surprised with how this one played out. So right now they're just running through New Year's Evil, and Ricky is rejoicing. He is everything he said he is.
Yeah, as we're going off the air, I thought we were going to maybe get somebody showing up or some music playing or something.
Right.
Because we're hanging on this celebration a while.
Yeah, they really are. I thought when they did the aerial shot, something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Or the fucking, yeah.
You would have got some music or something. But no, that's it. We go off the air. So that ends WWE in 2025. That ends NXT in 2025. That might end a couple other things in 2025.
So, yeah, the last visual we get, Nick, from WWE and from NXT is Ricky Saints standing on the turnbuckle, victorious, feeling pretty good about himself. So we'll see.
Right? Well, and like I said, I don't know if Javon's going to be too long for NXT. Ricky might be a guy that's going to be there most of 2026. 2026 in NXT might be Ricky Saints' year.
I think so. I think I think he might not have come out of the gate swinging, but I thought he had some good stuff early on. And now he's picked up pace, the heel turn. I think has worked. It's more natural for him. And again, I'm fully expecting Ricky to have a good 2026 for sure.
Well, and he was only there part of the year for 2025 too. He only got like half the credit.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
But rating out of 10, sir?
Oh yeah, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. I see some ratings falling in. I'm gonna go 7. I mean, it was good. 7. It was a good show.
Were you swayed by the audience? Because I feel like everything's been around a 7 lately.
A lot of down the middle. I haven't been totally blown away by anything, but swayed by the audience, no. But it feels very kind of a tape show, but it was good.
Yeah, I can see the 7, maybe. Well, you can't say a 6.5 because they did actually have the title matches. They ended on a grid match. There was enough there that I'd say a 7. And well, now granted, a down the middle of the road's a 5 out of 10 because we're not Meltzer out here to where we say a system out of 10 and it's really out of 15 or something. But yeah,
no, not at all. And generally, it's just kind of that loose frame of you know, like 7 to me is like kind of average, so kind of like a C. You know, you're not disappointed with it, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I thought a couple good matches, couple good stories brewing. Ricky Javon was good at the end of the night. Good finish. Yeah, 7.5.
7 from John. 7 Michael. 7 decent. Glad Dark State put a whooping on Joe Hendry. A man after his own heart.
Let's go. Sick of his
5 out of 10 from Big WWE Queen. C Money 0 out of 10. No Trish.
No Trish.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 commercial delays.
Yeah, are we there yet?
Yeah, I think you asked that many times too. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So
a lot of 7s
all around. That's because I saw them say 7 and then you said 7. So that's the only reason why I asked if you was swayed.
No, I kind of feel like the people feel 7s. I mean, a lot of 7s, a couple 8s, a couple outliers, but felt like a very 7 show to me.
Last NXT of 2025, 7 out of 10. AW tomorrow will probably be a 6.5 out of 10. Should have a rating of the year for wrestling companies.
There you go.
If we did that, though, of what do you give, what is WWE in 2025 out of 10?
Oh,
I think that's what Nair was talking about right there. Should have a rating of the year for.
Yeah, I wonder if it would be funny. We almost need a statistician to like track all the ratings for the year and then do the math. If I say 7 again, will you laugh? No,
because I thought the same thing.
7, yeah, I could see an argument for 6.5. But 7,
I think I'd go 6.5 more.
That's interesting.
One of those of just it got a little knock on the chin because again, when it comes out of the big 3, we all know what the big 3 are. WWE fell back more than I think anybody really gained ground on WWE. Yeah,
and maybe that's part of the tricky thing is, okay, so if it's a 6.5, then what does AEW come in at? If WWE maintains its number 1 spot, it's a tough one, right? 7, and then what? NXT, AEW.
Well, I don't want to give. Yeah, right. You give room though for do you rate WWE higher because you don't want to rate AEW lower?
Lower, it's tricky, right? No, I don't think you do that. I think it's fair to say
AEW is 6.25.
Like people are going to say that AEW was a 9 out of 10 this year, 10 out of 10 this year. Watching all the Dynamites, I mean, let's be fair. Again, there's so much potential there. I don't dislike the company, but it just wasn't as good as people say it was, right?
Right. See money out here going all the way into it. My brother's a data scientist. Want me to have him scrub your transcripts for ratings?
Right.
This man's gonna have graphs and charts.
But yeah, it's a tough one. NXT for 2025, an 8.
The whole year, 7.5.
7.5. So AEW for the entire year is what for you?
AEW for the whole year,
6.5.
6.25.
6.25. It's a tough spot.
WWE is 6.75,
Right.
AEW is 6.25.
That's crazy. So then TNA, 6.5, maybe a 7. They're all in this
5.75. We're getting down to
right.
numericals.
They're all in this cluster, Nick. Like nobody had
That's what I'm saying. But to me, it's again. I think WWE kneecapped itself. They're the fucking meme of the kid who put the stick in his own spokes, and then why me? AEW, to an extent, did make some ground, did make some headway, has potential to do so. So I don't think there is still their 2-1, but I don't. I think because everybody's bunched together after this caution flag that was 2025. It's a little closer for me.
I'm waiting for you to get the board out with all the pins and the fucking.
Who is Pepe Sylvia?
Right, yeah, Pepe. Let's go. No, I mean, again, it's an interesting year. We hope 2026 has more to come. Real quick, to everyone that can hear my voice who's still hanging out or watching the recording of this, thank you for being with us in 2025. Thank you for making 2025 our best year ever. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Thank you to all the wrenches out there. Thank you to all the regulars. Thank you to all the new folk. Thank you to that pretty son of a bitch sitting next to me. Thank you to your big Nick, Big Anthony, Ringsider Anthony, Geekbox, Miss Geekbox, all the people, the Duchess. Thank you to everybody that made 2025 incredible. We love you all. We're grateful. We're humbled. And we got way more to come. So that's it. We're done. We will pop in the chat and say hello throughout the next couple days. But outside of that, the last time we were on live for the 2025 calendar year, sir. Congrats on another wonderful.
Congrats. Should I do the Jey Uso running back? Running back?
Right. But no, it's been a pleasure.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about that rest, you put that for life with it.
And one last time.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
And we will see you on the flip side of the calendar, folks. Happy New Year. See you next year. Now our time is near.